games. E5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Italian game starts with bishop c4, which attacks the f7 pawn and prepares to castle quickly. Bishop c5 attacks the f2 pawn and helps control the important d4 square. c3 supports the d2-d4 pawn break and allows the queen to develop on the queenside. Knight f6 develops the knight and attacks the undefended e4 pawn. d3 protects the e4 pawn and the c4 bishop and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. The bishop joins the board early, building a strong opening for white. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This moves the bishop to safety. The queen joins the board early, building a strong opening for black. This kicks a bishop. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. The knight is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This move puts the knight on a safer square. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Very precise. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This is the strongest option. Applying pressure to black's pawn chain. Moving the bishop gives black more flexibility in the middle game. This permits the opponent to kick a bishop. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. This is not the right idea. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This moves the bishop to safety. The pawn is now adequately defended. Right on target. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. There were worse moves, but also something much better. Black activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. This allows the opponent to force weakened backward pawns. This forces the opponent to create weakened backward pawns. Recaptures. That's fine. This is a fair move. Black keeps the momentum, moving the pawns forward. White was worse off, but now they are in a losing position. Very precise. This overlooks an opportunity to recapture a piece. This allows the opponent to create a passed pawn. This overlooks a better way to create a passed pawn. This allows the opponent to kick a bishop. This misses an opportunity to kick a bishop. This threatens to win a knight by removing a key defender. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This threatens to win a knight by removing a key defender. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a knight by removing a key defender. One of the best moves. Black still has an advantage, but they no longer have a winning position. This allows the opponent to eventually win a pawn. Ignoring the threat on the queen, a difficult move to see. This wins a pawn. This defends the attacked pawn. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This loses material. A very strong play. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This wins material. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. The rooks are coordinated and powerfully doubled on the file. This captures a knight and eliminates a threat. That was a free rook. This is the strongest option. A solid choice. Capturing that rook wins material. Takes back. This wins time by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This moves the queen to safety. White has got rid of their isolated pawn and improved their pawn structure. This wins a rook. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. Recaptures. This evades the check from the queen. This wins a bishop. This permits the opponent to win a rook through a fork. Black will be winning a rook with that fork.